Welcome to the Informed and Oblivious podcast, episode 52. I am slightly sick, Phil, and this is slightly sweaty Raymond.
It's only a little warm in this room. My computer's a little furnace in here, heating it up.
Yeah, well, we're still doing better than Europe. I don't know why. It's just been I feel like the units haven't been doing as well as they did. I feel like they did a better job last year, but maybe last year was a cooler summer.
Yeah, it's been hotter this year.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, so we'll see how the new unit upstairs does. But there's only so much I could do with an old house, man.
Yeah.
I want to get the mini splits eventually, but
For the most part, I'm pretty comfortable.
But
living room's fine, my room's fine. This is the only room in the house that doesn't actually have AC, so it gets a little warm in here when I got my computer on, but otherwise it's fine.
yeah, well, like I said, if I get that other one down over there, put that one in here. Well, I know Gittes will be upset because his windows will be blocked. But you put that one in here, and then it's like, okay, if you want to game, open your bedroom, shut the bedroom one off, turn this one on, and then when you go to sleep, just do vice versa. So that way you have cooling in whatever room needs it.
I wonder if I could put the thing in the top of the window instead of the bottom of the window.
Technically, but you probably have to get something to extend the hose. I doubt it would
You don't think
reach.
it's long enough?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's only like a 5-foot section of hose. I don't think it would be able to get
To the top.
because you would push the top down and then you'd have to.
Right.
Yeah. You're thinking
Right.
for Gittes to sit there?
Yeah,
watch.
because she likes the window.
Yeah, you could. You just need a hose extender.
I don't think it's really necessary anyways.
Hose mad. That's hose, HOSE, folks. But yeah, we've been gone for 2 weeks. The first week because the work schedule didn't work out, and then last week because I got sick, and that was fun. Nothing like getting sick after the 4th of July.
Yeah, happy 4th, folks. Belated.
Yeah, belated for those that care about America, which it seems not many folks in New Jersey do. A little annoyed by that, both on our 4th of July excursion and when I went to the concert last night. Very few American flags being repped. And I was just like...
I mean, it's a week later now.
Yeah, but it's the big 250 and it's still July. Show a little, Oh, it was funny because, everybody, that was, at the concert for the most part was giving me, dirty looks. Except for, a couple people that were like, dude, sweet shirt. I was like...
You had the flag shirt on?
Yeah, I had the T-Rex flag shirt on.
Gotcha.
And you know who, gave me the most compliments on it? The fucking vendors working at the concession in the concert venue. I was like, all right, well, now I know where the American-loving people are. What the fuck, man?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You were at a Dave Matthews concert.
Well, yeah, but...
If you were at a Leonard Skinner show, you probably would have gotten a different result.
That's true. That's true enough. But, it makes me sad, though, because, honestly, everybody always says it's, left versus right. But, really what I think it is now, it's that it's people that love America but have, a differing idea of, how to move it forward, and people that just hate this fucking place. And I'm saddened because it seems to be a lot more people around now that just hate this fucking place and they live here.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck you. That's the thing. Wearing the American flag shouldn't be political. We should, regardless of what you feel for, how the country's run, I feel like everybody should love the country that they're a part of. Because, all jokes aside, I do think this is the greatest country in the fucking world.
Yeah.
And, to sit there.
There may be shit going on right now that you're not a fan of, but still the greatest country in the world.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite posts recently after the 4th of July was fucking do you know who Cenk Uygur is?
Who?
Yeah, do you know the Young Turk?
No.
You know Anna Kasparian?
That name sounds familiar.
Okay, well whatever. The Young Turks is well, I don't even want to call Tim Pool right wing because he's really not, but Steven Crowder?
I know the name.
Trying to think of
I think so. I mean,
actually, well, no, easier, but
that?
they're kind of I feel like Ben Shapiro is a little bit too extreme, but you know Ben Shapiro, right?
I do know Ben Shapiro, yeah.
Okay, so the Young Turks is the left wing equivalent of Ben Shapiro, and they would fucking hate that I compared them.
Yes, I do know who Steven Crowder is. Yeah, okay.
Okay, yeah. The if you look up Cenk Huger, but it's not spelled that way at all. It's like CNK or something. Cenk Huger. Jank.
Jenk?
Yeah. Huger. Just look up Young Turks.
Yeah,
Just look up Young
none of
Turks.
that's working.
Yeah, there you go. The Young Turks. Yeah, Cenk Huger's the guy on the fucking that guy. That's Cenk Huger.
It looks familiar. Yeah.
Yeah. So like he's like a left wing like podcast,
CENK
like news show, like yeah. They're like a left wing like talk show equivalent of like Ben Shapiro and them, whatever, right?
Got it.
He at least on 250 was like yeah, there's things like we don't disagree, like we disagree on, but at the end of the day, like we could all agree on the fact that like we love America and like this is our home, and I'm glad to see it like hit such a milestone. And I was like, fuck yeah! I was like, this is what I want to hear from people, like. I understand we have differing ideas of like how to get to like where we want to get to. What the fuck are you breaking over there?
My buttons went away for some reason.
Stop clicking buttons.
Sorry, continue. I was listening.
But yeah, so we have a differing way of like how things should be run, but we still at the core want to see the country do well and be successful, even if we have different ideas of what that is. There is now a huge core of people that are just like, they want to see it burn to the ground. And I'm like, can you guys fucking leave? Because here's the thing. When people like, I've got a thing to fix the illegal immigration and the immigration plan. I will, for every undocumented person here that's here and loves the country, I will give them citizenship if in return we could take a citizen who hates the fucking country and send them back to the country that guy came from and permanently dissolve their citizenship. And I will have my taxes be taxed at 40% for the next 5 years to give them plane tickets to make sure that this fucking happens. And then we have a country of fucking people that are supposed to be here and love this fucking country, as opposed to all these people that are trying to tear it the fuck down.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, we should just start up a program. If you want to leave, fine, we'll pay for it out of our taxes. But you're giving up your citizenship and you can never come back.
Yes, because I'm tired of it. It's like you're a parent with a kid that's hit above 18 and they're shitting on the fucking free room and board you're giving them, and it's like, all right, bitch, leave. Oh, I don't want to leave. Oh, well, I was thinking about going, but I'm not gonna go. Well, then shut the fuck up. Like, I just hate it. Like seeing shit. Like I laughed because California just did a thing where they gave like a bunch of acres of beach back to native tribes. They're like, here's your stolen land back. But they made sure to maintain public access to the beaches. So really all they did was, here, you maintain the land, not us. They didn't give them shit. They get, because it's all like natural like beach land, like acreage. So they were basically like, you're responsible for the upkeep of that land now, but it's yours. It's yours. Don't worry about it. And I was like, well, what the fuck? That's not really giving the stolen land back if you're saying, oh, well, it's yours, but people still get access to the beach.
Still with the public on it.
And there's still a fucking public roadway that goes through that area. It's like, okay, well, then did you really give the land back?
Nope. And they're not gonna.
I hate that shit, dude. I'm so over the whole, like, fucking stolen land bullshit, too. It's like,
everybody's land is stolen from somebody eventually.
Yes. Yeah. Everybody that currently exists on the land that they exist on, their ancestors did not exist on that land. Everyone. 100% of people around the world. And if you go, that's not true, it is. Your lineage might be older than some other areas, but it is 100% true.
Yep.
And when they go like, oh, well, look at all these ancient civilizations. Yes. They claim ties to those ancient civilizations, but they are not those ancient civilizations. Just like fucking, the whole, like, when Rome went up and conquered, like, Germany, the Gauls. The Germans are not the Gauls. They're not even fucking close to the Gauls. They don't even share the same fucking language as those people that were there at that time. Their ancestors were the Gauls, sure, but the current like German people or the current people in France, stuff like that, have zero ties to that. Just like current Italians have almost nothing in common with ancient Romans. They like to claim it. They like to claim it all the fucking time. Oh, do you see the Roman Empire? Yeah, you want to know why we call it the Roman Empire and not the Italian Empire? Because it had nothing to do with Italy.
One small part.
Yeah, that's why they had the fucking Venetian Empire for a while too. Had nothing to do with current day Italy. They claim it because they're like, oh yeah, look what we were great. You didn't do shit. Probably the closest empire that like exists in modern day to that was the fucking the British Empire. Like the old British Empire is probably the closest to modern day England from all those ancient empires, but it is still.
But they stole every bit of land they have.
Yeah, it's still
they
nothing like current
yeah.
England. Those motherfuckers had the greatest navy in the world, and now what do they have? Like fucking 10 ships. Like, what did I get an alert for? Fuck you, T-Mobile voicemail.
Who's leaving you voicemails?
I don't know. But speaking of alerts.
Hey, there you go. Yeah,
we're a little bit longer in, but, I got to get back into the groove after a 2-week vacation. I mean, sickcation. If you want to get alerts about the channel, hit that notification bell. Subscribe, follow, share the show with everyone you know. You can find us on YouTube, Rumble, Spotify, TikTokies, X. And
follow us on X. Phil Goes Ham. It's very funny.
And anywhere else that you can find the podcast on the Linktree. Well, I was going ham on the shared X account, but now I've made a separate X account, so I could really be unleashed. Because like after the other day, I was like thinking about it. I was like, all right, well, I'm getting a little unhinged, and it's kind of separated from like what the show channel should be about anyway, which is promoting the show. And I'm like, well, fuck it. I'll just start a different one. I can go full bore, and if people like that crazy shit that I say, they'll definitely love the crazy shit I say on here. So fuck it. All roads lead to Rome.
Yeah, there you go.
So I put the link tree in that one, and then you had the fucking profile thing. I just need a banner to put in the back.
Yeah, no problem.
Actually, what would be kind of work if you were trying to do like the podcast studio thing, like eventually. Fucking, I could use that as like the banner on like mine.
If you want, yeah.
I'm just trying to make it easy for you and not like. I don't want to put any kind of like like I could go find a generic banner, but I don't want to like use somebody else's like thing and then later then be like, take your shit down because I don't like what you say.
Yeah, I'll make whatever you like.
Yeah,
you can use the little studio image I made here, or I can make you something new. I don't care.
Make me something.
Like mine has like the my Biohazard logo all over it.
Make me something with the American flag.
Okay. Is there?
There's no copyright on the American flag before you're worried about that.
Is there anything preventing us from using it?
No. There's nothing preventing us from using the American flag in America. You're good.
I know it wouldn't be like copyright stuff, but I'm like, is anybody going to get
no. Some like international things, like if we were in another country, you like I know like England has like laws against like flying the flag in certain scenarios and whatnot, but we're in America, bitch. We could wear the flag as our underwear if we want to. Like fucking nothing. There's nothing against it here.
That was the only piece of my July 4th outfit that I didn't have as a flag.
American underwear flag. I don't know if it's patriotic or disrespectful. I'm on the boat about that one. I guess it depends on how many racetracks you leave behind.
I think it depends on whether or not you're wearing just those. Underneath pants, not necessary. If you're party boying it, then I think it's fine.
I feel like I want underwear that in the front is the fucking American flag, and then in the back is half the EU flag, half the Chinese flag, so that I can constantly be shitting on
there you go.
Europe and China.
Every time you let one rip, just a little smile in your heart.
Yeah, but take pride in the fact that I'm repping America in the front. I don't know, man. I'm just like I'm annoyed about like all the like everybody's like, oh, this is the celebrations we had fucking back during the big 200 and then the big 225, and I'm like, Yeah, because
people
genuinely
cared.
back
Yeah.
then, most of the country loved the fucking country.
Hmm.
Now you assholes, like, we're having these celebrations go on, and all they do is shit on it.
Yep.
And I'm like, fuck you, fucking leave. Like, goddamn, you guys are miserable fuck.
Hmm. What happened to saluting the flag?
Yeah, like fucking like even the thing where they were shitting on like the fair event that went on at the National Mall.
Hmm.
Which listen, if it wasn't so goddamn hot and I had a free weekend, I probably would have went down and checked that out because it sounds pretty cool to have like stands and stalls from all the 50 states like in the National Mall that like you could go and visit and get different merch and foods from whatever. Cool.
I didn't even know that's what was going on.
Yeah, well, they're shitting on it because they're like, look how empty fucking Trump's thing is. Like, it's not Trump's thing. That's America's thing, you dumb fucks.
Mm.
This was done by the 250 committee. Trump didn't fucking do it. This was a started to be planned thing, even under Biden. Like, this has been planned out for a while because it's a big fucking deal. And they're like, oh, look at how few people there are. Well, one, there was a line around the block because obviously for something like that, they have security checks because it's bringing in a lot more people than usual to that thing. But I went to the fucking the Mall of America's like website because it's in the fucking national park. I was like, how many visitors did they get like per year? And basically, what it ended up being is like on any given day, and weather dependent, obviously, but any given day, there's about 84,000 people that visit the National Mall.
Wow.
So when they say like, look, there's less than 1,000 people, like it's just a fucking lie. like because even if you didn't go there for that, if you're just a foreign visitor coming and you're seeing the fucking National Mall, you're gonna be in that line to get in because you're like, oh, I'm here. Like, what is this fucking thing? And then lightning shut down certain times of it. Again, the hot weather, so people weren't like out and about as they normally would be. But I'm just like, you motherfuckers just hate everything, and like it. And the worst part is because they're so ideologically driven, and there's people on the right like this too. I'm like, a Democrat could shit in their fucking mouth and they call it chocolate, and like and by fucking counter to that, a fucking right-wing person could hand them a bar of gold and they would call it shit.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't understand these people at all.
You go to the extreme on the other end, and yeah, it's the same thing. We really need to become a little bit more neutral as a country.
Yeah, stop caring so much about the party and care about more about the country.
Yeah.
That's why, like, I'm very skeptical of, like, this Affordable Housing Act that's, like, coming through that both the left and the right and the Congress passed, and I was like, so who's benefiting from this? Because I can guarantee you it's not the American people because they don't give a fuck about us. They don't pass shit that has anything to do with us. It's all about their donors. So there's something in there about like limiting like fucking private interest in buying the stuff. But it doesn't really. It's only under certain circumstances that they can't do it. And if the fucking things are built to rent, they can buy them. So that means a single family home that's built new to rent, they can buy it like right away. But you know what it does do? It relaxes a bunch of fucking regulations and shit like that around constructing new homes to make it easier. So it's going to be cheaper to build it. Private equity is still going to have a fucking hand in it, and the price isn't going to come down. So the only people that are going to make money off of this are the fucking contractors.
Great.
Yeah, because it does nothing to lower the housing costs, including the interest rates. It's not like they said, oh, yeah, as part of this, we're going to cap mortgage interest rates at 3% for new home buyers. They're like, yeah, we're going to try to increase the housing supply. And if I know anything about government, it's when government tries to get involved to fix a problem. They make the problem 10 times worse, so.
Well, good thing I was already reserved to never own a home.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure that it's not going to make houses more affordable because the affordability crisis right now has nothing to do with the housing supply and everything to do with the fact that the people that currently own homes don't want to sell their homes because they got mortgages like myself at a 3% interest rate. So, like, even if I sold this thing, what the fuck? I'm now going to buy something else.
Yeah, either that or they're conglomerates who are just renting them for profit.
Yeah, because nobody's selling, so why would they why would they rent them for cheap? They rent them for a fucking fortune. And you can't afford to buy the home, even though you're able to afford to rent the home, because when you apply for a mortgage, they take into consideration all your debts. and not just like, oh hey, I've got a car payment and a student. They look at what your revolving credit debt is. And when they see that like every month you're spending almost like 90% of your fucking income, if not close to 99, they're going to be like denied. Because they want to see cushion in there.
Mm-hmm.
So like all of your debt gets factored into your mortgage in a way that it doesn't for other things like your car and other kind of loans. Because people are like, well, I got $500,000 in student loan debt, and I'm paying $3,000 a month in rent, but I can't afford a mortgage that would be $2,000 a month. I'm like, yeah, because the two numbers that you just said disqualify you. And
Bullshit.
Combining incomes from being married doesn't help with that, because now you're just combining debts too.
Mm-hmm. We got a problem.
Yeah, I know. And also, people need to be educated on how their student loans work, because that one's fucking hilarious to me too. Because they make like the minimum payment, which isn't even enough to pay down the fucking interest on the loan. And they're like, I don't understand. Why does my loan keep getting bigger even though I've paid thousands of dollars? I'm like, because unlike credit card debt, federal loans, like from the government, fucking set by Congress, they have like minimums. And they're all pissed that like Trump upped the shit. Trump upped the shit because it's basically, he's setting it now like how a credit card would work or how a mortgage would work, where you got to be able to at least pay the fucking like some principal and interest down.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not like how credit card debt is, where the minimum payment is mandated by what your balance is and a 7-year payoff.
I've only got a few thousand left on my student loans. I'm almost done.
Pay them bitches. Got any money sitting around, just pay them
I didn't
off.
even finish fucking school.
Pay them off. Because like all the fucking dummies too that like let the shit be frozen, and then they're like, I don't understand. Why is it even more now? That's how interest works, dummy. Like, how did you get a 4-year degree and not understand how interest works?
Mm-hmm. And then when I did pay off my state loans, my fucking credit went down.
Yes, because your credit history shrunk. Yeah, I know.
I was like, what the fuck?
I know. As soon as you pay off a loan, the age of your credit drops.
Yeah. This is horseshit. I did what I was supposed to do and paid the shit off. My credit got worse.
Well, yeah, because that was even worse, because that was probably like what, like a 10-year or something?
Yeah, it was my oldest pice of credit history.
Yeah. So you lost your oldest credit account.
Yeah.
So
when I pay off the federal ones, yeah, it's gonna drop again.
that's like when I eventually pay off my mortgage, it's gonna take a fucking pretty serious hit, because that is my is it? Yeah, I guess it's my oldest credit account.
Was it last month? One of my credit cards got canceled because I hadn't used it in like 2 years. I had stopped using that account.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit,
worst.
it's gonna go down. But I looked it up. Apparently, when credit cards close, if they close in good standing, it doesn't affect your credit. Supposedly, so.
Yeah, it'll never affect your credit in that way. It's just if it's old enough where it shrinks the age of your credit.
That's what I'm saying. So apparently, that because it had just happened with my loan, so I was like, oh shit, is it going to affect my credit again from the age of the credit? And it says no, it doesn't work the same way with credit cards.
Yeah, but it'll also affect your number of accounts.
That might.
It'll be like a minor impact.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but the loan tanked it hard. I was like, oh shit, is the credit card going to do it again? They're like, no, you'll be fine. Like, okay.
Yeah, well, just to keep that number up anyway, I have certain like reoccurring things on like 2 of my cards that I never use. So that, like once a year, they get a payment, and then it keeps the fucking account open. So I have this like amazing account.
I wasn't even thinking about it.
And the good thing is those accounts like that, where like you just make the payment once a year and pay it back. Those are the ones that periodically are like, hey, your credit limit went up. I was like, cool, thanks. I didn't ask for that, but thank you. Because they're just trying to get you to spend more money. Yeah, fucking credit's just a scam. All of it's a scam.
But yeah, they just got an email one day, hey, your account's been closed. I'm like, could have said something.
Yeah, because my biggest account, I think, that one is like when I'm paying that fucking bitch down, because they're trying to get me to spend more and more money. It's funny. because it works against them because every time they increase it, it like lowers my like credit usage percentage, which cracks me up. But that account is up to a 32K credit limit.
Damn.
They're just like they're trying to get you to. They're like, oh yeah, fucking just spend it. Come on, come on, you can spend it. Just throw it on the come on, throw it on credit. Yeah, fuck you. But thank you for the increase.
They haven't upped mine in a while.
It's usually the ones that like you use. The periodic ones they'll do it slow, but usually the ones I use the most, and especially the ones I use the most and pay off like monthly, they try to up it all the time. Because my second highest one behind that, and that one is the one with the yearly fee, but the second one behind that has no yearly fee, I think it's 16,500 now.
My highest credit limit card is 50.
But I'll never fucking use it.
I wonder if it helps that you have the house. Probably the same reason, like I couldn't get my car loan refinanced because like I don't have any assets.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But it's just I've been with like those two cards I've been with a long time too. They're both like over 10 years old. I could look it up right now, the age. But because my two oldest cards. The one with the highest is 11 years, and then the second highest one is almost 7 years.
Okay.
And my mortgage is 14 years. I'm almost halfway done paying the house down, baby.
Yay!
Yeah, you want to know what the fucking the worst part of that is, right? So and this is how bad interest fucking gets you. So almost 15 years in on that original loan, and I got it for about like 168. Guess how much I still have left to pay down on it?
140.
Oh no, I mean, goddamn, interest isn't that bad.
200.
So I owe more. Is that what you're saying? No, I still owe 113K on that bitch.
Dang.
The worst part is fucking because of like property taxes and insurance and whatnot, the mortgage part of my mortgage payment is now the smallest part of my payment.
Crazy.
I pay more to property taxes and insurance every fucking month than I do my mortgage. By like a substantial degree. Like I think that part, like so the escrow part of my payment is like fucking. Yeah, I think it's like 900 something, and then the other one's like a little like 6 something, so like 1,700 a month. It's crazy.
My dad was saying that because it was after his father-in-law was passing, that house is there. They may end up just moving down to South Jersey to that house instead. It's already paid off to just be paying the taxes on it instead of rent.
I know the property tax becomes your rent.
Yep.
And fucking the township was lovely to inform me with that little tax bill that came like while I was out down in Maryland working last week. That was to let me know that the fucking taxes for the later part of the year are actually going to go up compared to what they had previously estimated them to be. And I'm like, great. So that means my fucking mortgage is probably going to go up to like $1,800 by the end of the year.
I redid the math on what they're taking out for my taxes at work, and I'm like, oh, shit. So I changed it to have them take out more every month. I'm like, I don't want to owe several $1,000s at the end of the year again. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, only one time when it was under Chris Christie, where they fucking did some like cap thing and forced all the townships to redo the evaluation. Like Ewing Township dragged their heels on that shit for years. Like years, the township dragged it because the housing market dipped. And technically, they're supposed to reevaluate. Yeah. And because it dipped, they would have had to lower everybody's taxes. So they were like,
we're not doing that.
Hold. Yep. So they dragged it, I think, 7 years past when they were supposed to evaluate it. And finally, the state forced them to do it. And they're like, and then my taxes went down a little bit, which was the only time that I got a fucking lowering in my payments because the escrow was like, well, we can either give you the money back or we can lower your monthly payments. I was like, fuck it, lower it. That's the only time. Every time after that, it's just been up, up, up. Because my original, I think, was under $1,500 the fucking payment.
What is it now?
Almost $1,700. And I'm telling you, with the new tax increase and then the insurance increase this year, it's probably going to be closer to $1,800.
Motherfuckers.
Dude, by the time I'm done paying off this fucking place, it will probably be close to a $2,200 a month payment. And then when I'm off of it, because of the way like the property taxes and insurance are increasing, it will probably cost me what my original mortgage payment was in taxes each month to stay living here. Isn't that fucking crazy?
Wild. Yeah.
So like I pay off the house to what? I basically bought a house
to continue paying a mortgage
to lock in a rental rate at the same price I originally, but with the world's shittiest landlord because they don't do anything when the fucking house breaks. I got to pay for all of that. But the scary part about that would be if it really does get to that point, probably renting an apartment in New Jersey at that point would be, I would guess, $3,000 for a 1-bedroom apartment.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of places like that, depending on where you are, like that right now anyway.
No, but I mean, like the average in New Jersey will probably be that.
Yeah. Crazy.
Oh, like, I don't know what they're going to fucking do about that, but that's insane.
Yep. Glad I'm renting from you instead.
Yeah. The slightly better slumlord than the township is.
On the bright side, if anything goes really wrong, you got to deal with it too. So. It gives you some more incentive to fix it.
Yeah, well, I mean, I always got to fix it anyway. Yeah. It's just fucking now I got to fix it faster. But I don't know. It's just fucking crazy. I was laughing because Mickey Sherrill was on there about the energy thing, and I was watching that while I was working down in Maryland fucking last week. And in August, everyone's gonna get this, a $25 bill credit off of their electric bill. Oh my god!
Wow, so helpful,
dude. I'll be able to go buy a Five Guys cheeseburger.
Yeah, you can go get a Happy Meal.
Fucking $600 last month. It'd probably be like $700 this month. But don't worry, in August, I'll get a $25 credit. I was like, God damn. I was like, dude, Murphy was handing out bigger credits when he was trying to bribe the people in New Jersey to get the next governor in. Remember that shit? I was like, why is my bill lower? Oh, he gave us two $50 fucking tax credits in August and September to artificially lower your electric bill right before the election and make it seem like things were going better. But I was laughing because she's like, yeah, so apparently the electric companies have been ripping off the state of New Jersey for like the past 20 years, and now we're going to fix it. I was like, now you're going to fix it, motherfuckers? Like, what the fuck? They're like, yeah, we're going to do something about that. I'm like, okay, good. Do it, bitch.
What are you going to do?
Yeah, like, why am I getting charged these insane delivery charges for electricity? Fuck you. You already get subsidies from the government to build that shit. Isn't that wild? We with our tax dollars subsidize their building of the electrical infrastructure, and then they have the audacity to fucking charge us delivery charges for the fucking electricity. And okay, that would be cool if you were delivering it to somebody out of state, but if it's fucking state generated, fuck you. What am I getting charged this for?
Because they can.
And I'm not going through a third-party provider either. I'm going through PSE&G, who owns the fucking lines.
And then there's some of the regulations in states with the solar panels. Yeah. You install solar panels, you don't just get to use it. You have to sell your shit back to the power companies and then buy it at a premium. So it barely even saves you money.
Yeah, here you can do that. No, I don't want to look into getting solar when I replace the roof. But even then, it doesn't help you too much because you can't do storage here. So solar would really be good if you could have some kind of battery storage where when you're overproducing the electricity, you could store it to use it for when you're underproducing. But
why don't they let you do that?
Because they don't want you to fully detach from the grid, so they ban storage.
Oh. Boo.
Yeah, you could do things where you can have like a battery backup system for your house, like consider like an emergency system for
Mhm.
like in lieu of a generator, but you can't like have it there all the time for okay, the output from my solar has dipped, it's nighttime, switch to the reserves. It doesn't work like that.
It's fucking stupid.
It would only work if like you completely lost power and then it would draw power from that battery backup. Sorry, folks, I am still sick.
Yeah, it's okay.
Well, not really sick. I just got a lingering cough. It's
It's
not the
stupid,
Christmas in July I wanted, but it's the Christmas in July I got.
You should be able to do whatever you want with your own fucking power.
You would think, but
Yeah.
remember, you're not on your own property. You're on property rented from the government. And they remind
Yeah.
you that every quarter when you get that fucking tax bill. Like, yeah, time to pay your rent for that land. That's our land. It's not your land. It's our land. Talk about stolen land. You're stealing my land all the time, motherfuckers. And you think that's bad? When you try to build or do anything on your house, my God, the permit process for that
Mm-hmm.
is just fucking insane. And you can't even feign the ignorance of, oh, I got a contractor to do it, so I didn't know I needed a permit. Because they're like, nah, it doesn't matter. You should have fucking made sure the contractor got the permit.
Mm-hmm.
And depending on what it is, they'll rip the shit out.
Crazy.
Yeah, also, don't let your fucking grass get too unkempt. If your lawn gets too unkempt, they'll come out and clean it and charge you for it too. It's like, bitch, if I want to bring back a wildlife habitat on my yard, let me bring back a wildlife habitat on my yard. Nope, can't do that.
When I was at the house down in Georgia, I got a letter on my door saying, "Yeah, if you don't do this, we're gonna come do it for you, and it's gonna be real expensive."
Yeah, I think if the township has to come do it, they charge you $2,000.
Yeah, I forget what it was, but I was like, "Oh, all right, I guess I'll have to take care of this." So I paid a neighbor to do it, and then he would just come by and knock it down every couple of weeks.
All right, let pause. I need a refresher.
And we're back.
Yeah, we're back. I got my cold medicine.
Did you miss us? No, you didn't, because time didn't pass for you, just for us.
I thought you were saying no, you didn't to me getting my cold medicine.
No, yeah, you got your cold medicine. Your JMO.
But yeah, keep that off in here, dude. It
Yeah.
keeps it that much cooler in here.
That candelabra does emit some heat. I hadn't considered it.
Yeah. You got to remember, your computer's already emitting heat. Don't add
Uh-huh.
more heat to the room. The frickin' your computer becomes energy efficient only in the winter when it becomes a space heater.
Uh-huh. Whereas those lights are LEDs, so those are fine. Even though those sometimes get a little warm too.
Yeah, it all depends on what LED they are and the board in them. Because like I know, like my LED lights upstairs, the light themselves will be cool, but if you feel the fucking back of it, that board, oh my God, dude.
Generate some heat.
Some of them I've been worried. I'm like, is this gonna like catch on fire? Because it's kind of hot.
Well, like I said, the one in the living room exploded the one day, or not in the living in the kitchen.
Well,
Yeah.
that's different. That light, I still need. Fuck. Speak of slumlord, I still need to swap out that ceiling fan combo. I'll get around to it one of these days.
Not crucial.
Yeah, I know. That's why it's low on my list. I want to fix it, but well, you were talking about the power messing with things, but that's where like the old power does. Like the new LED lights, like some of them
Yeah, they
really
don't
don't
like
like
it,
the
yeah.
power fluctuation. They're like, "Oh, what's
Yeah.
this dirty power?"
Like I've got the smart lights, so they you can like dim them or whatever, and the ones in my bedroom, if I don't have them on full, they like flicker like crazy.
Yes, because my power is like not clean,
Yeah.
and I don't even want to think of what it would cost to get somebody in here to fucking
redo
update that.
Yeah. Just build a new house. Tear it down, build
Yeah.
a new house. We're trying to fucking redo the wiring.
Yeah. They'd be like, you want to do what now? Be like, I want to modernize my electric panel. They'd be like, you're serious?
Yep.
Yeah, I am. Good luck, buddy. Okay, thanks. That's all I wanted to hear. Although I wonder, if, no, there wouldn't be a good way to do that. You'd have to rip out all the old wiring. I'm like, could you put some kind of like line filter on the house that would just like dampen that
I'm sure you could put a line filter on that would help, but I don't think it's going to do anything crazy.
No, not enough. Yeah. If I was gonna do that, that's where I would have somebody that would be like I came into a small fortune. I'm gonna gut and remodel this place and take a month vacation somewhere.
Uh-huh.
Probably 2 month vacation. If and when the day trading ever happens.
And then 2 months in, the contractor's going to call and be like, hey, your 2 month vacation is now a 4-month vacation.
We're like, that's fine. Put it on a credit card. Yeah, because in order to do that, they'd have to gut everything. And at that point, if you're going to gut the walls to put in new wiring, I would tear them down and put new insulation and everything too.
Mm-hmm.
And like get everything like more modern. But like you said, at that point, just rebuild the fucking house.
Yep.
Which I can't get away with because luckily our township, to cater to the college, because they're a bunch of fucking assholes, the building code in New Jersey, well, not in New Jersey, in our township, is if you leave one corner of the existing structure, it is not considered new construction. It is considered a remodel. And you don't have to be adherent to modern day codes.
That's funny.
Yes, which means that you could get a better built home that would have more modern things, but they don't have to pass code to the standard of current. They just have to pass code to the standard of when the structure was built.
Huh. Wouldn't you want it passing code to current, though?
No, because that like some of that shit is like crazy over the top and super expensive.
Okay.
Where like you could get like, because this was built in 1952. So I could get improvements that are closer to modern day for a fraction of the cost that then have to be to the standards of 1952 and not to the standards of 2026.
Okay.
And I know you're like, yeah, but wouldn't that be bad? It's like, yes.
It would be better to have the newest stuff, but I see where you're coming from. If it's 3 times the price and only marginally better, then yeah.
Because anything modern is already going to be above the old code standards. But if it's below the new code standards, but still more modernized, like...
Yeah, I see where you're coming from.
It's like the difference between having a Nokia flip phone and a Galaxy, like, S21. You know, like, it might not be the most current gen, but the improvement is going to be so great that it's like, okay, well, fuck it.
Yeah. What is the shitty part about like the current, or do you not know?
No, it's just expensive because every year building code changes. Mm-hmm. So that means you have to make it to the current standard of that shit, and it changes fucking all the time. Like fucking like even like things like the fact that not like I would carpet a new one if I did it again anyway, but like the downstairs bathroom having carpet, that's not cool.
Yeah.
Like that shit's not cool. It's not kosher anymore.
I don't know why anyone ever thought that was a good idea.
Yeah, like certain things with, well, like even in the garage, how like underneath that middle stall, there's the pit in there. The pit's not code standard.
Really?
Yeah, they don't allow you to have them anymore, but because it's already there, I don't have to fill it in, but if I like went to sell it, they would probably make me fill it in. Even when I bought it, I had to like sign it. Yeah, it's fine. They don't need to fill it in. I don't give a fuck. Because that's the other way you get around it. Just concessions when you sell. But yeah, no, it would just be like, again, if something was like close but not quite there, it would pass. Whereas like now they would be like, yeah, no, that fails. Redo it. Rip it out. Do it again. Like even like things like they changed like the placement of studs and how far apart they have to be. So I don't even know what the stud placement is here, but I know that changes over the years. So now it's like, okay, well, you want to rebuild your house. Now it needs to be like every
significantly more wood. Yeah.
Yeah. But what's the old building code? This? Okay. It still works. There's nothing wrong with it. I mean, Christ, the front part of my parents' house was built in the fucking 1800s and it's still standing. Like it like.
Yeah, if anything, the old construction holds up better sometimes.
Yeah. New construction is like usually pretty shit. But yeah, it's more if you build it brand new, then you need all these like detailed plans for certain things and whatnot too. I don't know. I'm not a fucking.
You're not a contractor.
Yeah. All I know is there's a price difference, and I know there's a price difference because fucking the people that got that passed in the town were the people that rent to the college kids. They lobbied it. So what they were doing was they were buying old shitty properties that were like small properties like this, leaving one corner of it, and then building a 3-story monstrosity in its place to rent to the college kid.
Smart on them.
Hey, it works out for the rest of us because now I don't have to fucking build that shit to code as long as I leave one fucking corner of the building up.
Yeah, we need to go back to Atlantic City and have you have a big windfall.
Atlantic City on the day trading thing. I need to fire that old laptop up tomorrow and start fucking setting all that up and start working on it.
Yeah, you got that. You never touched it after you did your initial play testing, right?
Yeah, well, I had to. Well, there was coming back from the trip, and then right after the trip, having to buy the new fridge. So like all the savings that I was gonna rebuild and then dump into that, like dumped onto the other things, and I was like, well, fuck me.
Got it.
So the plan is still there, and I will enact the plan. And the thing is too, like the day trading thing, even though the rule is gone, most I looked into it, most brokerages won't let you trade on margin unless you have like 2,000 in your account. So I'm still gonna like day trade not on margin to begin with, and then work from there.
What's the difference?
The ceiling is significantly lower now because it used to be you needed 25,000 to have a margin account and day trade. So you won't get flagged for the pattern day trading rule now, but they won't allow you, like most brokerages won't allow you to trade on margin, which means money that you don't have.
Okay.
Without having at least $2,000 in your account.
Okay.
And not like I would trade, like I'm not going to do like any of the crazy stuff anyway, but what it means is I have to wait for trades to resolve, which is fine. That's a relatively low ceiling, so if I could build my account from what I'm going to start off with up to like over 2,000.
So that's what the margin means. Like you're expecting this trade to get you that much so you can trade off of what hasn't been completed yet?
Yes. Okay. So trades take time to settle. So like even when you're like on like Robinhood, whatever, let's say like you buy something in the morning, sell it in the afternoon, and then you use that money to buy something else. If you're not on margin, you would have to wait for that trade to fully resolve before you could take that fund and then buy something else.
Gotcha. And
it's usually about a day. Sometimes, like certain trades will take longer. They'll take like 2 to 3 days to resolve.
Okay.
But it's not that big a deal. And honestly, in the beginning, I kind of like it because it stops you from doing the gambling chase thing where it's like I'm just gonna keep doing more trades and try to like make my loss back for the day. Because that's a mistake that early traders make. They sit there and try to chase it like slots. Or like, sitting at the roulette table, like if I just keep another $100, I'll get it. I'll get that money back.
I did okay on roulette. Started bad, made my money back, went cashed out.
Yeah, well, but much like gambling, as long as you're not doing any options trading, you're never gonna lose more than what you put in. You could only go down to zero. You can't go negative. So that's why, like when I start out, especially, I'm not, and it's complicated, so I don't really want to fucking worry about it too much now. I don't want to options trade. It's too much, and there's a lot of downside to it.
Yeah, it's not. You're not doing loan sharking. They're not gonna come after your kneecaps.
No, but it is bad because eventually, if you go too negative, they'll do like, as long as you're on a margin account anyway. If you go too negative, they'll do what's called a margin call, and they'll sell it and force you to sell and resolve the trade, so that you don't lose any more money. Because you're technically losing their money, so they're like, "Yeah, we're gonna fucking sell this, and now you owe us this much." That's why I don't want to get into that anyway. I don't want to get into shorting stock, none of that. I just want to trade on uptrends.
Trade GameStop.
Not really that, but like, I don't know. I feel like for my mental doing.
What was the recent one? Wendy's?
Did Wendy's go to the moon like that? I didn't see that.
There was something. I feel like it was Wendy's. Yeah, somebody did a similar thing. They just like boosted it for no reason.
Yeah. But like, I feel like for my mental, it's so much better to trade on things like in a positive way, where it's like, yeah, I'm trying to make some money here, but I'm skimming off of uptrends. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't like the whole idea of like betting against like companies and people's jobs and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, just make a little money here or there. I was hoping it would. Yeah, Wendy's share drop his meme stock. Yeah, they tried to do a meme stock boost with Wendy's.
Yeah, but it only worked with GameStop because that guy was in the fucking long game, long plot. That shit was like How I Met Your Mother with fucking Barney and the guy running the company that he was working for. That was essentially what that guy did. He just like sat there and waited for the perfect storm, and it was like, go.
Good on him.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not gonna do anything like that. Whatever. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I need to do that. Need to start looking into possibly going back to school too. Need to reach out to them people this week.
Mm-hmm. I still have the page open in one of my tabs on my phone, but I haven't gone to it in a while. I was planning on doing that because I switched to a 3-day-a-week work schedule, and then I started doing overtime every day, so it didn't really work out.
Well, yeah, well, minus the testing part of it, but like how your work ebb and flows and what you got going on, you would be able to do the classes, you know.
Yeah.
So I more just want to do it because I wanna take their fucking machine learning course because everything is becoming so code driven now. I wanted to learn more about that fucking AI code.
Yeah.
And how to do it.
Why?
No, because it's the future of technology, so I want to fucking stay with the times.
Okay.
And it's a different like I don't want to do the what is the shit called with the fucking bots?
What?
Is that predictive AI, generative AI?
The large language model?
Yeah. I don't want to do LLMs. I want to do machine learning. So like I want to do like the cool stuff, like the shit that they do with like the cancer detecting machines, shit like that, where the pattern recognition, like, and it just learns. That's cool, and I find that technology very beneficial.
Smart AI, not chatbots.
Yeah, the LLMs I just find is just slop. It's internet slop, and you guys can enjoy your internet slop, but it is internet slop.
Did you see the one the guy posted? It was a screenshot of it said, "Hey, this is entirely AI generated," and it was like the intro to Mary Shelley's Frankenstein.
No, like it just created it.
It said it did. It confirmed that, like, yeah, it was. Hang on. Oop. Hang on. Oh, come on. Where was that? Ah, okay. It was fake. Here's the fucking post.
Like they ran it through like an AI score to say it was AI
to confirm
generated.
This is 100% AI generated passage is the opening of chapter 5 from Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. And yeah, it says, this passage is 100% AI generated. And the comment that I had seen on it was, well, shit, that's a shame. I really liked her.
Yeah, because like the shit's running out of things to train itself on, so it's just regurgitating the same slop. Like they say that Google's AI is like the worst with that right now because what it's doing is like things like that where it's AI generated because the search function now is AI generated. So if you like searched like Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, it might bring you like a passage like that in the AI search. So because of that, when it goes, "Hey, is this AI generated?" It searches the internet, finds that in the AI search. It goes, "Oh yeah, this is AI generated." It's like, no, you generated it, you stupid fuck.
And which is probably exactly what happened there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. But But yeah, like I want to go and like learn the machine learning stuff to like have the code with like the electrical background and then like be pretty well set. And
Got
then
it.
have that one thing that everybody cares about but means absolutely nothing, just that sheet of paper that says,
Uh-huh.
"Oh yeah, I know what I'm doing."
I never got one of those.
Yeah, I know. Fucking stupid. It doesn't matter. It's absolutely retarded. People are
Mm-hmm.
like, "You need a college degree." I'm like, for certain things, yes.
Mm-hmm.
For engineering stuff, 100%, I agree. If you're going to design things, you need the background to understand, fluid dynamics, thermal,
Yeah.
changes, tolerances, all that shit. 100% agree. However, though, because a lot of these things require an extra certification to prove that you could do it, if you could pass that cert, I feel like you don't need that either. Similar to like the law
Mm-hmm.
degree has the bar exam. So like,
If
yes,
you
the
can,
law
if you
degree.
can pass the bar, do you need the schooling?
In
Yeah.
some states you don't.
Yeah.
Some states will allow you to practice law if you just pass the bar exam. But that's my thing. Like if there's an extra cert on top, technically all you should need is a cert. And if you could pass
Mm.
that, then you should be okay. Because at that,
Especially because, like, on the flip side, I know engineers who should not be doing their fucking job.
well, but they're not design. Are they actual like certified engineer like PEs?
I don't know.
So, because like PEs, like those people have a whole different like standard. Where if you get that, where you're certified in design, if something you design kills or injures or maims somebody, you can be held criminally liable.
Yeah.
So like that's a whole different thing. But my thing again is if you pass that, then you know the risks and you understand. So even if you don't have the degree, you've
Mm-hmm.
now accepted, okay, if I do this thing and someone gets hurt, I'm going to jail. So at that point, like, what does it matter?
Better do it right. Yep.
Plus, like the founding of most of our shit came from people that fucking didn't have degrees and
Figured
just
shit
did
out.
it.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. People are like blah 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 blah. And I'm like, again, goldfish memory in this fucking country. They don't understand that for most of human history, to have a degree was something that rich people sent their kids off to do because it was supposed to shape them in a well-rounded person, but
Mm-hmm.
mostly it was because they just wanted their fucking kids out of the house. Go to this university, make the connections with other rich kids,
Mm-hmm.
son or daughter, and then run the country.
Yeah. Learn a little bit about how to do shit. Mostly make a bunch of connections. Yep.
Yeah. The most of people like actually doing things and inventing things back then were not college education. Because again,
Mm-hmm.
that was the fucking muckety muck, the rich. The most people inventing things back in the day were people just playing around with the shit and going, "Oh yeah, I figured this out."
Yeah. One of my coworkers was talking about his son. I think he's like 13 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And he said his son wanted to get into lacrosse. And I was like, yeah, lacrosse is a cool sport. And he's like, the professional lacrosse players make a lot of money. And I'm like, no, not really. But if he goes to college and plays lacrosse, he'll probably make some connections.
Yes, and it'll be at an Ivy League school, that's for sure.
Yep.
Yeah, because the poor schools don't have fucking lacrosse teams. Yeah, I don't know. It's silly. I just want that shit, so it's just like, okay, I
Mm-hmm.
got it.
Yeah,
Now,
'cause the people
now I
who
can
are
pass the
actually
AI
involved running
filters.
those shows don't really care about that piece of paper. It's just people hiring them.
It's so fucking stupid. Which half that's like AI filters now
Yeah,
anyway.
you can't even get the interview if you don't. Yeah. When I was doing my last round of interviews after moving back up, I had a lot of people tell me, just lie. Just put it on there. And I'm like, I don't know if that's a good idea.
They're not gonna check.
Yeah.
No one checks.
Yeah.
The only time they would check is if you put it from like a very noteworthy school. If you have like an Ivy League school in there, yeah. But if you're just like, yeah, I went to fucking Bumblefuck Institute,
Uh-huh.
they're gonna be like, oh, you got a degree from Bumblefuck Institute? That's great.
Cool.
And they don't care because you could actually just lie and say that you got that degree before you even started working at all these other places, and they definitely won't check that
Mm-hmm.
because they care more about your fucking job history since then. And when people are like, fucking, well, that's unethical, let me tell you, the people at the top got there from lying, cheating, and stealing. They did nothing ethical to get there.
Uh-huh.
And fucking, that's, I don't know if I was telling you or somebody, but like we did like the fucking the HR training on like business ethics the other day, and like the whole fucking like thing was this video generated bullshit that like they're like supposed to be like commenting on a show and a podcast as like the theme. I'm like, God, this is so corny. But the plot twist at the end was the guy was doing all this shady shit all the way along, and then the guy like ratted on him at the end, and then he was like, "I'm glad you reported me. This was a test to see if you would like make it to the team." And I'm like, "Oh my God." And you know what that really told me? I think that this training is just for the minions so that the minions think that everything is above board.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, and really, like, it's like almost like the Illuminati, and they're laying out for you how the sausage really gets made at a higher level, and that they're trying to like desensitize you to it. So now, because they had the plot twist of this was a test, now you're going to think in the back of your head, well, is my boss really up to something no good, or is he like testing me right now? Like, I don't know if I should say something about this. But like they had the shit like he was like going and making business deals on the golf course, and the guy ended up that he was like doing the business deal with ended up being his like brother-in-law, and he's like, oh, that's a bad thing. And I'm like, that's the bad thing?
Happens all the fucking time.
I'm like, well, yeah, but I'm like, that's the bad thing, not the fact that you're making business deals on the golf course to begin with. What the fuck is going on here? And like I laugh because like people are like, oh well, if the sales guy wants to give me a bottle of booze for doing a demo for him, I feel like that's a bribe. And meanwhile, there's people that pay to have their fucking company name logo on stadiums and have private VIP boxes there. And you think they're not taking customers there? Like, what the fuck are we saying?
Yeah. The wings in hospitals named after people. Come on, son.
I'm laughing because I'm like watching that. I'm like, yeah, this is how these people got to the fucking top.
Uh-huh.
And if you gotta like lie, cheat, and steal your way to there, like fuck it. Like that's the thing that I don't think people realize. And communism does it too, but in these systems based off of market incentives, in a capitalistic system, the most evil and conniving people are the ones that make it to the top.
Yep.
In everything. And fucking and if you don't think that's the case and they're like, oh, blah blah blah, lying is bad, look no further than Elizabeth Warren, who lied about her percentage of Native American heritage so she could get on a whole bunch of different boards and get advancements and like scholarships and shit. And then at the end, she was like, ah, whoopsie daisy. And they fucking tested her. And she's like, oh, see, I'm 1/1000th. See, that's fine. I got Native American in me. Doesn't matter because she's already got the fucking position and she's still in Congress. Like, that's the thing. Once you fake it till you make it. And then once you make it, you don't have to fucking care.
You're already there. Yep.
Then you have the money to be like, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, so what? Who cares? And the people are like, that's not true. Look no further than Asmongold. Think that motherfucker gives a fuck?
Nope.
He is so unapologetic. He didn't care before he made it, to be fair, but now he really doesn't have to give a fuck.
Does whatever the fuck he wants.
People are like, that guy's a dumb fuck. I'm like, yeah, you might think he's a dumb fuck, but he's a dumb fuck with millions, so he's smarter than you are. Yeah.
That he doesn't really use any of.
Yeah. So it's not ethical to lie on your resume, folks, but
it works.
See, it's only unethical if they find out and then they give you shit about it. And definitely don't do it if you're doing something in the medical profession. But if it's just to get like a computer programming job and you could already code or you could already do electronics, fuck it. Say you got the degree, who cares?
Yeah, especially especially if you already can do the job, then yeah. once they do find out, they're not going to care.
And a more unethical life pro tip on top of that, just search universities that have shut down within recent years. And then say you got your degree from there. And when they go, oh, you got your degree? I heard they shut down. Yeah, it was fucking a tragedy. I wish they would have refunded me my fucking college tuition. But I got the piece of paper and the student loan debt, so, you know. That's all you got to do. Just fucking, as soon as you say, you're like, yeah, I wish I would have refunded my student loan debt. The poor schmuck across the table from you that probably still has student loan debt interviewing you is going to sympathize with that, laugh and make a joke, and then you move on with the fucking interview, and it doesn't matter.
I thought it was fucking funny a couple months ago when I was trying to log into an old something, and the recovery account was my old college account, and so I like on a whim called up the college because I couldn't get into it.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, is there any, like, I know this is probably like, you know, a shot in the dark here, but is there any way that like I could get that forwarded to me now? Like, I thought it was barking up, you know, a tree that was never going to happen. And the guy's like, yeah, we can take care of that. I'm like, oh, really? He's like, yeah. So, you know, he took my information. He's like, okay, we do have to just do like a Zoom call where you show me your ID so I verify you are who you say you are. And that was it. And then he's like, okay, hang on. And then he he put me on hold for a little bit, and then he came back. He's like, what year did you say you graduated? And I was like, well, technically I never graduated. I was like, there's the problem.
So if you graduated, they would have activated it again for you, no problem?
If you graduate, they keep the account forever. And it just forwards it. Yeah, if you just leave or whatever, then it's only active for a year.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was like, well, can you like reactivate it so I can get my... He's like, no, sorry. It's this. He goes, but if you re-enroll, you'll get the same email back. It's like, no, I'm good. I ended up guessing the password I needed later that day anyway, but...
Yeah, but again, like, it's fucking... There's so many universities and whatnot that are shut down. It's probably, at this point, easier for you to Google a university that's shut down in the past couple of years past when you would have graduated, and then you just put, yeah, I got my degree from there, because there's no record office anymore. They're fucking gone.
Yep.
And they can't find it. They can't prove it. There's no hall of records that shows you have a degree. It's not a thing. The government doesn't keep that on file. The college does. And if the college, like any other business, goes out of business, there is zero record of that. And when they say, oh, can you send us a copy of your fucking diploma to prove it? Just Google somebody else's diploma from that fucking place, put your name on it instead, and send it to them.
What are they going to do? They can't verify it.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I was, I think it was like right after, I don't know, but my doctor and my dad's doctor, when like I had just recently switched to this doctor, previously with someone else, and when Obamacare came out, the doctor decided he didn't want to deal with any shit, and he just shut down his practice.
Yeah.
He had his own practice, but he quit that, and then would just, like, he also worked at a hospital, and he's like, fuck it, he just kept his other job. And so my dad tried for months to get our records. And, like, apparently they're not under any obligation to, like, give you your information back.
Oh, no. Yeah. None of that, like, that. If you want, like, your medical records, anything like that, you gotta, like, have all of that shit beforehand and fucking, like, yeah, any business like that, if it shuts down, they're just not going to know. And when people are like, well, this doesn't seem right, and fucking, like, how could you get away with that? Nobody could do that, blah, blah, blah. I point you to the example of a very great movie in which this just happened to that degree. And this was before the internet, where it's even easier to get away with the scam. I highly recommend, just because it's a great movie anyway, watch the movie Catch Me If You Can.
Oh, yeah.
Which is basically an example of how a fucking teenager did exactly what the fuck we're telling you guys about.
Leo DiCaprio playing Frank Abagnale.
Yeah. And
which is a real fucking story, not just a movie.
Yeah, based off of a true story. But the real funny part about all of that, if all else of this fails, folks, all you got to do is enlist in the military. And then fucking do your service in the military. You get that fucking GI Bill. And then the unethical life tip on that one is what you get out of your military service, file for disability with the military. And then you want to talk about lie, cheat, and stealing. Fucking the people trying to get disability for that shit, I'll say everything. Just remember, folks, when you go into the military doctor afterwards, you're claiming disability, if they ask if your dick works, you say no.
And then there's a lot of people.
That's like $20 a month right there.
Then there's a lot of vets, unfortunately, that actually need it who have a hard time getting it.
No, not anymore. That shit's it's a cakewalk to get it. The hard part is to get 100% disability. If you get 100% disability, this is crazy. If you get 100% disability with the military, I think it's $4,000 a month they pay you tax free, and you don't have to pay property tax ever.
Yep.
How great is that?
Yeah, I almost enlisted once.
Hey, listen, you could still enlist up to 40. We got time.
It's fun. Yeah,
We can do it.
have I
You just
told
can't
you?
do it in the Marines. The Marines is not cool, but Space Force would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
They're doing some cool shit with drones right now, you know?
Have I told you why I did not enlist?
You got flat feet?
Student loans.
Why?
Because I'd considered enlisting, but I had already fucking
Got approved for student loans?
Well, no, I was already out of. I had already finished with my college shit, so I had like my $30K in student loans. And if I had enlisted, you know, you've got your few months or whatever, like in boot camp and all that shit, and I wouldn't have been able to pay them.
They don't care. They put it on hold.
Huh?
They would put that shit on hold.
No, at least the people I had talked to were like, yeah, you would still have to pay that shit back. And I know that like the military will like pay for college, but they don't pay for college you already did.
Oh yeah,
So,
no, they wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is like if you were like telling your student loans, yeah, I can't pay you right now because I'm going into boot camp, they would immediately freeze that shit. They'd be like, okay.
I don't know.
They would freeze it till you were done, but then when you were getting paid by the military, they would definitely take the payment. But
Yeah, I didn't actually talk to the loan people, but yeah, the military folks I talked to were like, yeah, no one's gonna help you with that. I'm like, oh well, shit.
I'm pretty sure even with my fucking mortgage, if I told my mortgage I'm enlisted, I think they would freeze it. And you know why? Because nobody wants to get on the bad side of the fucking government.
So yeah, I don't know, but that was essentially why I never enlisted was because I was like, well, shit, how am I gonna pay my loans?
The fucking reason I didn't enlist is I saw Black Hawk Down. I saw that movie and I was like, not for me, not for me. I was really gonna do it. I was really gonna fucking enlist because I was like, fuck it.
Yeah.
I'll do the couple of years of enlistment and then I'll get the free college. That's what I was thinking too. I was like, fuck it, free college, not a problem. And then I saw Black Hawk Down where the guy's guts are spilling out, and I was like, no. And the funny thing is, I've seen like really big like fucking like black ops operators and whatnot that say like they saw that movie and it got them pumped up to be like in the military and serve, and I was like, complete opposite to me. The old wartime movies where like they're all just showing like, yeah, you get shot and it's like the blood spots on the uniform, and I'm like, I could do that shit. I'm like, if you die, it would suck, but like, I fucking, you just bleed out. It's fine. That doesn't look that bad. The guy's holding his own innards. I was like, I don't know if I could do all that. I'm like, I could get shot, but that, I don't know. I don't know about that one. Even the like losing your arm thing, I was like, yeah, that looks kind of fucked up, but I'm like, I think I could deal with that. The intestines out was like where I drew the line. I was like, oh, this guy's picking up his insides. Like, no, I can't do that. Nope, no, not for me.
Yep, nope. For me, it was financial. I just couldn't figure out how I was going to pay my loans because I didn't think about it till after college. So
that, and the other piece of it was I was also kind of like concerned about how I would react at boot camp being yelled at by a drill sergeant, because I had already been yelled at by my old man enough where I was like,
you would have been perfect.
No, actually the opposite. I feel like I would have been so desensitized to it that like I wouldn't have given a fuck if somebody was screaming in my face, and like that would have been bad because then we would have got punished, and then I would have got
like
beat.
full Forrest Gump or fucking Reese from.
I just shut my brain off and just do what you tell me to do.
Fuck in the middle, yeah.
Yeah, well, my problem.
Goddamn genius.
My problem is I'm a sarcastic little asshole, and so if you hit back a drill sergeant screaming at you with sarcasm, not only are you gonna get smoked, but the whole group's gonna get smoked, and then the group's gonna have a nice little fucking soap pillow party for you later.
And then you don't do that again.
Yeah, I didn't want to look forward to that, but yeah, I would have fucking. Because I wanted to, if I was going to sign up, I was going to sign up for the fucking military to work on electronics anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Which sucks, because I probably could have made a pretty decent career out of that, because they would have done the fucking ASVAB testing. And I'm sure I would have tested into something where they're like, yeah, you're going to go do the smart shit over here.
Yeah. Yeah, I would have either
Not
gone...
to toot my own horn, but I'm pretty sure like I'm above most of the fucking grunts going into the service.
I would have either gone Marines or Air Force. I hadn't decided at the time. Two very different paths.
Marines would have been so bad for you. Air Force would have been all right, but fucking you and the Marines would have been so bad, dude.
Maybe, maybe not.
I don't know. You think you could have done the fucking Marine shit where they're just like, the Marines basically the Zap Brannigan strategy of just sort of wave after wave of expendable troop until the job gets done.
Uh-huh.
And good on them because they're the tip of the fucking spear, but like, there's a reason why Marine recruitment age has not increased with all the other ones. It's because you need to be fucking.
Well, ideally, I wouldn't have stayed as Grunt Marine, but
There's no other type. That's it. That's all there
there's
is.
officers.
Yeah, they're all still like, yeah, they're tip of the spear, my guy. They're attacked. Nothing else. There's no like, yeah, you could be a Marine sniper. That's cool. But like, fucking, there's no like, yeah, you're the Marine comms guy. No. That's somebody in the boot. That's the Army working on that shit.
So, I mean, I probably would have ended up, going Air Force. But yeah, the two I was thinking about it.
I wouldn't have done Navy because I couldn't have dealt with being on a boat.
No.
But and I heard the silly shit that they do for certain things, and I was like, no. I don't think I would have hacked it in the Air Force. I probably could have done the Air. Like, if Space Force was around when we fucking had graduated high school, I would have signed up immediately. I would have been like, sign me up for Space Force.
I got a buddy in Space Force now. He was in the Air Force, and then he re-enlisted into Space Force.
Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah.
I would have been like, we're building rockets. Fuck yeah, let's go. I'll build rockets.
Yeah, he was a fireman in the Air Force.
Okay, I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
He used to crack me up. All he did was he had his training days, and then the rest of the time he fucking played Xbox. And that was it. They never actually had any real work to do.
But yeah, I would have loved to do some like cool electronic shit in the military because they have so much cutting edge shit. And people are like, that's horrible. They kill people. I'm like,
yeah, but it's cool.
Yeah, but some of the coolest shit is like made to kill people.
All of the coolest shit is.
Yeah. Doesn't always kill people,
the
but
consumers
it's pretty
just get
cool.
the leftovers.
Yeah. A lot of military technology became consumer technology. Same thing with big pharma. Pharma technology usually makes its way down to consumer technology too, because they got fucking bottomless purses. But like blah blah blah. I'm like, yeah, but if you want to be on the cutting edge of technology, it's basically the military or NASA. Although now it's the military or SpaceX. Because I was laughing. You see the shit where the Chinese caught like the fucking rocket that came back down.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, look at this. Look at what we can do. They said it wasn't possible. And I'm like,
you got a whole country doing it. And you did it after us.
Yeah, I'm like, you mean the shit that SpaceX did like 5 years ago? What are you talking about?
All the shit you do, you copy us doing it first.
Again, the fucking people hating on America were like, oh, look at this shit. And they were like buying into the propaganda 100%. Like, look, fucking, they did it. And I'm like, yeah, 10 years later, with the whole government behind them, like, what are we saying right now? Like, fucking, are we going to act like this is brand new?
Yeah, all their big shit is just copying our tech already.
Yeah, I'm like, all that tells me is it takes them 10 years to copy SpaceX tech.
Mm-hmm.
That's what that tells me. It took them 10 years to figure out how to fucking do it, even though they had the blueprints. You can't tell me that they don't have fucking Chinese spies in SpaceX. There's no way they don't. And to some degree, they would probably have it anyway because fucking Elon's got his Tesla fucking factory in Singapore, you know? So they're probably like, they go in there and then use that to like weasel the way in. But like fucking even Elon's probably like, go ahead. You motherfuckers ain't smart enough to copy this shit. And then he's seeing this shit probably laughing. He's like, damn, took him 10 years to figure that out, huh?
Yep.
And like everybody's like, oh, they fucking caught it's the stage 1 rocket too. So it's not even the return rocket. That was just the fucking yeah. I'm like, that's cool, but like, can you catch the return one? The return one's more cool to catch.
When are we going to Mars?
Soon, actually.
Yeah. Coming up, right?
Yeah, because Elon's companies all fucking do that. He's got he built the low orbit satellites with fucking what the fuck is this stupid shit called? Starlink. The low orbit satellites to work on Mars for communication structure. He built the boring company to like make the tunnels. And the tunnels were like, oh, we're gonna like make tunnels for like fast like travel through the cities and whatnot. but really the surface of Mars is too harsh to fucking like actually
Yeah.
build a livable habitat on. So you need a good drilling platform. So he made the boring company to figure out how to effectively dig through earth and rock. He's got SpaceX to get you there. And then he's got fucking Grok as like the AI to like run all the shit. He just needs like one more company to get the habitat up and running, and then he's good to go.
You think he's trying to be king of Mars? Is he gonna plant the Elon flag?
No, I think he just played Kerbal Space Program, and he's like, definitely we can be a fucking spacefaring species. I mean, it would be insanely sick to see humanity become multiplanetary before we die.
It'd be pretty neat. Even if it's just a small colony, it'd still be pretty neat.
Yeah. It means that we're on the way, because like we've gotten samples back from Mars, but nobody's like dug into the planet. So who the fuck knows what like minerals and resources are there?
I don't know. Do they do like magnetic resonating or whatever to fucking
You
figure
won't
out
know,
what's in there?
you won't know till you actually like dig down into it. You could guess. But like if we can make a colony there, that makes it even more possible to do things like go to the asteroid belt and farm asteroids and comets for minerals and resources.
What's the gravity on Mars?
Less than Earth.
Less? Okay.
I think it's, fact check me on this, but I feel like it's like 0.8 the gravity.
Gravity on Mars. 3.711 meters per second squared.
Compared to Earth.
Yeah. Yeah, 0.38.
Oh, it's even less. So it's less than the moon.
Really? What's it on the moon?
More than that.
Moon is 0.16. So it's twice the moon.
Oh. Is the moon that little? I thought the moon was more than that.
0.166 G's. About 1/6 of Earth's gravitational pull.
Okay.
There you go.
So you're talking half the gravity of Earth on Mars. A little less than half.
Yeah.
So.
Interesting.
And there's no atmosphere, so it makes it...
I won't mind weighing less.
Well, and there's no atmosphere, so it makes sending rockets back easier.
Yeah, true.
It's easier to break the gravitational pull, too. So, like, the amount of fuel you need to get off the planet and then get back is less and easier.
Yep.
It's figuring out the... like he showed the thing the other day, the orbit that you have to like make sure to like catch.
Yeah, it's very specific time frames to make it efficient.
And it's also crazy because like they always show that those trajectories on a linear plane. It's not a linear plane.
Yeah.
It's a 3D plane spinning through space, hurtling millions of miles an hour.
Impressive.
Yeah, so it's not only like it's not like you got to shoot like out and like be like I got to intercept over here.
Yeah. Hitting a bullet with another bullet.
Yeah, kind of. I don't know, it's crazy. I love it.
On that note, though, we're running along today.
Yeah, well, we were out for 2 weeks. And I didn't expect to spend so much time talking about mortgages and credit score and credit stuff. You know, is what it is. You folks sign in for the randomness.
Uh-huh.
You know, Randy Rando here all the time. And if you want more Randy Rando, you know, check out the new X profiles where I've now branched off from the main X profile, and I'm really going to get unhinged. As it says in our pinned comment, I am unchained and off my meds.
Yeah, I've already subscribed to him. I'm here for the chaos.
yeah, it's gonna be fucking chaotic. Yeah, well, because again, I was like, all right, I'm getting too crazy. This shit should really be more about promoting the show. I'll go nuts on the other thing, and if people like me going nuts, they'll love this shit. If you like me going nuts for a little bit on fucking Twitter, you'll love me rambling for an hour. And then eventually they'll really love us streaming.
Mm-hmm.
If they love that chaos, they'll love the chaos of fucking us streaming video games and me losing my absolute shit on the video game.
We got to finish getting us set up for that.
Mm-hmm. I was one last thing before we go. I was really sad because did you see they made a new Sword Art game that echoes an Aincrad?
No.
And it looks super good, including they have like a permadeath mode where like once you die you're like dead, just like the real SAO. Mm-hmm. I was like, sick. They have it like the full system. It's not around Kirito. You make your own character. I was like, this is going to be a sick and it's single player. Aww. I was like, God damn it. I was like, this is perfectly primed to be a multiplayer experience. Like, you made it so you can make your own character. It's not driven off the main characters of SAO. You're in Aincrad. Make it fucking multiplayer. Why?
Yeah. Just make the game we all wanted from the show a real game.
Even if it's not like I understand not making it an MMO, but at least make it like 2 to 4 players. Like make it a party-sized multiplayer.
Yeah.
Because I've like seen the single player thing. Part of it is like they have you party up with the NPCs in the game, and I was like,
if you're a party anyway,
make it multiplayer. The sick thing that you probably want to check out though is they made it in VR.
Nice.
Yeah. It looks sick. I think I might.
Somebody will probably mod it to have multiplayer. We'll play it then.
Maybe. But anyway, folks, if you made it to the end, as always, like, subscribe, follow, hit that notification bell, share the show with everyone you know. We're on the Rumbles, YouTube, TikTok, Spotify, basically anything you'll find us at Informed and Oblivious.
Thanks for listening, folks.
See ya.